Chapter 2 Garage Chat. I don't have a snare drum to practice on at home, but I do have a drum pad and I practice as often as I can, especially when I have time like today. I love Saturdays. It's the one day of the week that our family has nothing officially planned and we can just have fun together. I really hope that Miss Cruz chooses me for the drum solo. I imagine myself up on stage with the spotlight shining on my hair. It's extra shiny because I've sprayed it with glitter sparkles. Sarai, Lucia says, "You're daydreaming again." Josie and I want to have a meeting of a super awesome sister cousin fun club. Are you in? Let's invite the Jays, Josie signs. The Jays are our cousins Juju, who is my age, and the twins Javier and Jade, who are younger. Ever since they moved in a couple of blocks away, we've gotten to see them more often, and we already saw them a lot. "This is a great idea, Josie." I signed back to her. "Mom, can we see the Jays?" "I'll call your Tita Sofia and ask if the kids can come over," Mom says. "The Jays live in a big house with my Tita, my Mama Rossi, and my Tio Miguel." "That sounds awesome," I say. And pretty soon I hear Mom talking on the phone to her sister, my Tia Sofia. Then I hear her talking to her mom, my Mama Rossi. "Change of plans," she says when she hangs up. "Change of plans," she says when she hangs up. We are only invited over the Jay's house this afternoon, and Tia Sofia made me promise that we'd stay for dinner. She and Mama Rossi are making ceviche. "Yum!" Josie signs. "I love ceviche." "I love it too. It's white fish in lime juice. It has red onions and cilantro. And we usually eat it with sweet potatoes and corn." "Family fiesta," Lucia says. "Let's party." We walk the short distance to the Jay's house, passing the Martinez and Sons market on the corner. "Let's stop so I can pick some avocados," Mom says. Mr. Martinez is sweeping the sidewalk in front of the store. "Buenas tardes," he says. "Good afternoon, Senor Martinez," I answer back. We talk for a little bit. Mom picks up a few things and then we are on our way. Down the block, we walk past Senora Sanchez, who is out tending her flowers. "Your flowers are the prettiest in the neighborhood, Senora Sanchez," I say. "Well, let me cut you some, sweetie," she says. "You must be on your way to your grandmother's house. You can bring her some flowers." I thank her with a hug, and I promise to bring by some cupcakes the next time I make them because everyone knows that Senora Sanchez is a sweet tooth. When we finally get to my grandparents' house, I ring the doorbell, even though I know I can just walk in if I want to. Mama Rossi answers the door at her house, and I say, "Surprise!" and hand her the beautiful bouquet of flowers. These are from Senora Sanchez. "She is the loveliest woman," Mama Rossi says, taking the flowers and putting them in a vase. "They smell wonderful. I'm going to invite Senora Sanchez over to lunch next week." Javier and Jade run down the stairs, jumping the last two. And Juju comes out of her room and gives me a hug. Juju is one of my best friends. "Happy Saturday," she says. "I'm so glad you are here." Lucia, one of the co-presidents of the Super Awesome Sister Cousin Fun Club, decides to call a meeting to order. "Let's start the meeting," she says. The Jays have a big picnic table that can feed all of us at once. We are all sitting. Tata brings out a pitcher of chicha morada and some cups. "Yum," I say. I love the Peruvian drink made with purple corn, sugar, spices, and pineapple. Any new business? Juju asked. Yes, I say, raising my hand. Josie points to me. She's a co-president of Super Awesome Sister Cousin Fun Club too. Actually, every member is a co-president because that's the only way we can agree to have the club in the first place. I look at my sisters and cousins. I need a super awesome brainstorming session. Okay, Juju says. What about? Well, my baking career is really taking off with Sarai's sweets. But if I'm going to be a singer, dancer, talk show host, and entertainer like Sparkle Sanchez, I need to get going. So I've decided on a new project called Sarai's Garage Chat. But garages don't talk, Javier says. Of course not, I say. But I do. And the only space I have for my TV studio is the garage. Dad said he'd move the car on filming days. I'm going to put my desk and features there and interview people. Tata is going to tape the episodes on his phone. So, what do you need our help for? Lucia asked. This club is about all of us, not just you. I want to interview each of you, I said. I thought I could start with Javier and Jade and ask what it's like to be twins. But I don't know what it's like to not be a twin. So how can I know what's different about being a twin? Jade asked. Why don't you interview me? Lucia says. On what subject? I asked. We can talk about how fabulous I am, Lucia says, laughing. I say. The play for Primus can perform, Juju says. But how can I interview myself? I say. Maybe you can dance solo, Juju. But one prima alone isn't exactly playful, she says. Let me think about it. Any more discussion? Josie signs. I think you need to do a little more research if you're going to film a talk show, Juju advises. You need a theme for each show. You mean like main idea? I say, thinking of my reading lessons at school. Yes, Juju says. Next order of business, Juju signs and says, what do you want to do today? Let's convince our parents to let us have a sleepover, Lucia says, and we all agree.